Northern Ireland. We're in Northern Ireland. Northern Ireland where is Northern Ireland? It's in the north. It's famous for its driving roads, Wild Atlantic Way, touring, hill climb, historic rallies where many a Porsche has competed. I'm your host Lee Dean. Today we're talking Porsche GT3 MK1 MR400, the Manthey racing version. We're going for a drive. We're in Northern Ireland, where a friend of mine, Andy, is going to meet us with his Manthey racing Speed Yellow MK1 GT3. The mountains of Mourne. We're going to smash right through there early one morning. Are you ready? Let's go. So the MK1 GT3, let's talk about it. Did you know Andreas Prunja started after the MK1 GT3 had arrived? So his first big project was the Mark II GT3 RS. So Porsche's hot version of the MK1 996 GT3 was the Manthey racing tuned version of the GT3. MK1 GT3, they had brass bushings in the suspension, making things come alive. It was lower, air deflection happening, different under tray, wings, side skirts to stop lift at speed. A design now which is looking better and better with age. And this version in Speed Yellow looks particularly good. Speed Yellow is always helpful when you're enthusiastically driving through the roads of Northern Ireland, so that everyone can see you coming if they can't hear you from the amazing soundtrack of the Mezger engine. So let's talk about that. What do you get? So you take your lackluster 3.6, 360 horsepower Mezger powered GT3 to Manthey racing. Engine power upgrade K400 kit. So it saves nearly 7 kilos in the rear of the Porsche 911. Improved acceleration and torque come at no cost to the top speed. So there's no higher thermal load acting on the engine block. The engine kit includes complete sports stainless steel exhaust system, a sports air filter from the Cup car, and the Motronic. No fan, giant big carbon fiber shroud, and you end up with a high revving, free revving, let's say. It's not high revving compared to today's cars, but there's plenty of revs. You walk out with 400 horsepower of the flywheel, up from the Claim 3.6, which apparently is generous, very strange for Porsche, and a power band that flows up from 4,000 RPM right up to 8,200 RPM, up from the 7,800 factory red line. And a soundtrack that's truly unbelievable. Proper performance sound that's part 964, part 962, the Mourne car, and part 959 supercar. The Mezger engine went on to be a legend. Obviously, one of Porsche's most celebrated engineers. This specific engine was dubbed the Mezger engine after him, even though he designed many, many Porsche engines, which are all Mezger engines. So the Manthey racing upgrades lift to 400 horsepower of the flywheel. You've got an amazing lively chassis, steering, which provides so much information than what we're used to now. It's just a beautiful package of a car. And right now, it's really coming into its own. The 996 is in fashion again, and it looks lovely on the road. Compared to the 997, slightly getting wider, 991, larger again, and now the 992 with the release of the RS, the huge wide track. These cars are big compared to the 996 GT3 MK1. So Porsche's job is to make better and better sports cars, more capable, faster, better lap times, and they do that very well, and it seems to surprise a lot of people. It surprises me again and again that they can do it. But what's left behind is a giant bulging back catalogue of really capable sports cars, and we get to choose from this buffet back catalogue which cars we want to own, drive, take part in, lust after, put a poster on the wall. And the Manthey Racing 996 MK1, which is their hot version of the 996 GT3, is something not to be overlooked. On the road, It's a real driver's experience. It urges you to push on, it has a wonderful sound, and you just want to keep pushing the revs higher. It skips and dances a little bit on the road, especially on the roads we were on. Information coming at you through the steering, through the seat, but you feel what's happening with the car. There's no traction control on the 996 Mark 1, and even 90s traction control is pretty rudimentary at that in other cars or the next generations. So it's up to you, and that's a great thing. Perhaps the world has been a little hard on the Mark 1 GT3 over the years, but I know speaking to people that owned it of the time that the Mark 1 was their favorite out of the 996 generation. So there we have it. It's a speed yellow day. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll be doing more like this. Like and subscribe. It really helps us out, and we'll see you in the next one.